Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And Shalom and salutations to the elect out there pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. And pretty much, I'm going to the Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 10. You know, because I've been meditating and, the Spirit's really been on me to speak about the destruction that's coming, man. Let people know that, let everybody really know, like proclaim it, that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to come back to destroy this place, man. And as it is written, he's going to destroy 2/3 of our people that are found here in America. And he's going to be completely justified, man. All the judgment, the destruction that he's coming to bring is completely justified, man. Because here it is, all throughout Israel's history, man, they keep forsaking Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Though he saved them out of Egypt, though he saved them out of all the captivities, they kept turning back, man. Ultimately, before I start this, just to give understanding, in Jeremiah 14, no, not 14, 17, bear with me. 17:4, it says, even thou, even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for you have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. And pretty much, that goes to show that in this final captivity, we weren't gonna know who we were, man. The true Hebrew Israelites, man. They were gonna forget who they were, but yet, even to this day, it shows that you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you guys carry this characteristic of being stiff-necked, man. So in that it shows, gives a sign that y'all are the true Hebrew Israelites, man. your stiff-neckedness is a sign, man. It shows you to be who you really are, man. Because Israel, he's like he's the best at being stiff-necked, man. Seeking after other things, man. But without further ado, I'm gonna just jump straight into it. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, For pass over the isles of Chittim and see, and send unto Kedar, and consider diligently, and see if there be such a thing. Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit. So here it is, all the other nations, they've been diligent to their God. They don't go out and try to be, Egyptologists, Masons, Christians. They're in all, our people are in all forms of, they try to be, what's it called, Muslims. They're in all the different types of religions, nibbling and dabbling on all the doctrines. But these other nations, they haven't changed, man. They've been diligent with their one God, which is no God, and I don't want to say one God because, you got them East Indians that have over like 600 gods, man. Same thing goes with the Catholic Church, man. They worship various idols, man, and angels, man. So that lets you know, man. Here it is, the heathens following diligently their God, but Israel, they're going after all these different things, man. Verse 13, it says, For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns, that can hold no water. And here it is, the Most High gave us a perfect doctrine, but you forsaken it, which was the fountain of living water, the truth. and you try to get yourself other bowls where you can't hold no water, man. Going into these other doctrines, man. You know, believing in Islam, man. You know, hey, you know, the list goes on and on, man. Verse 14, it says, "Is Israel a servant? Is he your homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?" It's like y'all guys want to stay in captivity, man. You know, you have Coon Jakes here in America, in the both northern and southern kingdom, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, they want to act and be like the so-called white man, like Esau Edom, like their captors, man. You know, they want to do everything else aside from turning back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Hey, that's why it's the Most High is justified when he comes back and destroys the majority of you people, man. You know, verse 16 says, "The lions roared upon him and yelled, and they gave him a land waste. His cities are burnt without inhabitants. Also the children of Noph and the Tahapanes have broken the crown of thy head. Hast thou not procured this unto thyself?" Hey, you brought this upon yourself, man. In that day, it says, "Hast thou not procured this unto thyself? In that thou hast forsaken Yahweh thy power, when he led thee by the way." Hey, man, you were going by the way already, man. You know, the Lord had set up Israel to go in the right way. He gave us the breakdowns. He told us how to walk. But y'all forsake the way, man. That's why you brought all this upon yourself, man. It says, "And now what hast thou to do in the way of Egypt, to drink the waters of Sihor? Or what hast thou to do in the ways of Assyria, to drink the waters of the river?" And that's how our people are, man. You got people, you know, blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, you know, knowing that the so-called white man has made it impossible for you to prosper here. And they fight hard. They have to fight double to get half. You know, they have a saying, you got to fight twice as hard to get half is what these Edomites get, man. These so-called white people, you know, and they're fully with it, man. They fully with it. They set their whole lives to seek after a career, a degree, you know, get rich, you know, have a lavish life here, you know, money over everything, right? You know, type of deal, and they give themselves wholly unto getting money, you know, or the ways of their world, man. We had this Judite, called Melchizedek. His name was Melchizedek. His last name was Levi, and he was a Buddhist, man. You know, and he thought he was all deep and whatnot. You know, he thought he had figured out all the answers. You know, but you know, the more you talk to him, the more foolish you can see he was, man. You know, leaning on superstition and whatnot, man. You know, hey, and this past week, this in camp, you had this Italian dude. He said, "Oh, that's the thing." He said, he's like, "That's another thing." He's like, "I don't really fear God," you know. And he's like, but he said it so nonchalant, like it was cool, and he had a nice suit on, you know. He was well dressed, and he was the only Jake amongst a group of Edomites, man. So I'm gonna read verse 18 again. It says, "And what hast thou to do in the way of Egypt, man?" If you were seeking Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Most High, and His Son, then you're not conforming to the culture of these major cities, man. Because you know, though they say in God we trust, their customs are far away from serving the Most High, man. In fact, they only push wickedness, man. It says, "And what hast thou to do in the way of Egypt, to drink the waters of Sihor? And what hast thou to do in the way of Assyria, to drink the waters of the river? Thy own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backsliding shall reprove thee." You know, hey, you're gonna keep going off. You're bringing it upon yourself, man. So whenever you give your heart off to the so-called white man, because that's really who your daddy is, who your Lord is, your papacito, is a so-called white man. Then you're only bringing destruction upon your head, man. It says, know therefore and see that it is an evil and bitter. It is an evil thing and bitter that thou hast forsaken thy Lord Yahweh, and thy fear is not in thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. And that's exactly what that man said. He said, I don't really fear God, and he said it like if he was real deep or whatever, man. He's like, yeah, maybe you're not supposed to, because that's a doctrine of so-called white man. You heard it before, why would why would you need to rule in fear, man? Hey, these devils are just, man, straight deceivers and liars, man. And Jake want to follow after it, man. So, hey, man, that it's an evil thing and bitter, man, to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which is why he's coming back with fire. He's coming back to destroy you 2/3, and that's just how it is, man. For those that could understand the doctrine coming forth out of great millstone, man. Hey, eat what is sufficient for thee, man. Come and eat it up, man. Because wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, man, and strength of salvation. So, with that, hopefully the elect out there was edified. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And shalom to the elect out there. Hey, man, it's time to cast off the works of this current world, man. Because those that are, fully into it are going to be destroyed with it, man. So, with that, I'm going to say shalom and a baba ball.